Hey, wake up.
Turn the lights on.
Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. The people they make go and dollars they make grow and everything's for show, but I will remain cold and eager. The queen don't talk to the meager, a leader. Who you know in the Zephyr? Been through the trenches, gutter fields and stenches. Gone ball, they filling up the benches. Half-court shooter, spitting from the medulla. Life for the game, they talking like I'm the doula. Nobody want a doula, defend the throne. I'm a dog in the zone and your man's is bones. I don't fear the stones, I flash the paws. Don't be talking to me crazy with no glass jaw. A spit of light saliva, you can never survive her. Streets got a code up, couldn't decipher. Watch the way you talk when you talking to me. And if you didn't know, it's the NEC. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. If you don't love me, you must hate yourself. Either way you play with me, you gon' play yourself. Don't be stupid, decide that I'm the same. A new rover and they still ain't got the range. Can't even hang with, doing big things, but the fame ain't changed. Trying to maintain, but your chain can't blame. On a new plane, but your main can't tame this. Same dame, but the rock got bigger. Might buy the drop top, got more figures. Pull up in the lot, still block pop. The posse can spot. Come and go, but I still check. Now I ain't saying I'm the best, I'm just saying that you're not. I got it all, baby, give it everything you got. And arrogant, sitting in the booth, I ain't even gotta lie, cause you know that I'm the truth. Yeah. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. I can show you
That underground music, riding in the good, not used. Tighten up, good lose. I approve. I bet I stamped and approved. Straight underground, make all you haters get down. You understand what I'm saying?
I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with the wish list. They come with the wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with the wish list. They come with the wish list. Hey, I met this girl the other night. She said she wanted be your money right. Respectfully declined because I said I got a wife. She said she wanted her best friend is known around the way. I started hearing about her type. Always with the ball players, that's the one she likes. I see them. Let me clarify, I ain't talking about all women. Some just wanna settle down and have a couple cheering. For all my rapper homies, just be careful while you touring. You meet a pretty girl, but her intentions ain't the purest. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with the wish list. They come with the wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with the wish list. They come with the wish list.
Hey, second phone buzzing, just delete the other number, yeah. Cruising at 103 till I seen them feeling when the ruckus. She was peeking out the cover. She said, Gigi, wait, you know. Grew up down the street, my uncles up her brothers. I said, jumping back, then lit. You at? She was just running, Them and Smith, running back. She had a nigga, rubbing and just caught up. Then she got me paying down, painting nails, calling me sound like the heads of the way I be chasing. You know she got them
Strands of the bed.
I'm in Miami, so blowing the
Fans have been.
Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Jake Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. And away we go from East Rutherford. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Straight to the air they go. Escapes the pocket. It's intercepted on the first play of the game. And the Eagles are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession. Well, Brock, I highly doubt all the plays will go as well as that one, but this coverage starts off the game with a major W.
That's all you could ask for right there. You come out so focused, so dialed into your game plan. You start this game strong, and you quickly throw a wrench into their opening script on the other side. That starts to play head games, and it certainly gives your defense a ton of confidence.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. Back to the well again. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Let's go now.
They're going play action. Flushed out of the pocket. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Deontay Banks. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. And they send a man in motion. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs. It gets the better defenses in this league.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's Milton. Brought in by Ayuk. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Eagles will take possession. The Giants using their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Check out.
Here's the handoff. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Drew Phillips making the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Brought to a halt by Deontay Banks.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They've got a man in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it'll be Giants football. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Set. Go, trap. Go, trap. Go.
Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Okay, ready?
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Ready? 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Trap 60, trap 60. Hunt.
From the 27. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Man in motion, out of the slot. First down, here's Swift. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go, set.
They motion the tight end over.
Mustang 19.
2nd and 6 now. He finds Johnson. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Let's go now. Come 19. Come 19. Take go.
Milton. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Eagles take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Receiver in motion, going left. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
On gain of 19 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
They're set up at the 35 now.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. And...
On first down, they'll run. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. Going to the ground again on first. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. It's a Philadelphia touchdown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
Running with Swift out of the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready? Big alert, big alert.
Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. They're down to their final 1 in this half. Second and 6 coming up here.
70. 18, Pioneer. 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Ready?
Throwing from the gun here. Gets this to Johnson. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. That one gains 7. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Hey, smash Bronco. Street.
Slot man in motion left.
Take go.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And they had that one contained right at the line. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go, shot.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Flush down now to his left. He's going to keep it this time. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down. Forced out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. We'll get a stoppage here. Looks like there's a Giant in some discomfort following that play. They'll come up 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Warrior 70. Dragon 60. Go.
First throw for the backup now. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Running behind center with Swift. Is in for the New York touchdown. The Giants can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Escapes out to the left. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Johnston brings it in. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Marshawn Lattimore up for the secondary for the stop. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. It's the Eagles facing a 3rd and 6. Back to throw now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. The Eagles are in punt formation. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. No return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
First and 10. Hey, 24.
They run the counter with Swift. And he found some running room for a nice gain. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here.
30-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A throw left side finds Johnson. This one goes for 3 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Down, he's coming.
First and 10, here's Watson. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Where's the set? Hey, 59!
Watson now off play action. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
You're set.
Running back sent in motion.
Hey, 54! Nine, I'm going.
Third and short, it's Watson. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
You're set. Hey, alert! Hey, 55! Nine, I'm going.
Watson on first and 10. Taking a shot. Deep down the field it goes. He's got it inside the 10. Is in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get some late points and the lead. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Oh, he got some air under this one. Deep down the middle. And he's there to send that one away incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So that brings up second down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. They'll try and throw it here. catch is made down the right sideline. They get 27 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. After the sack, another pass on second down. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
And he had just enough leg behind that one. It is off the crossbar and through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
I know some of you watching may be surprised to see his kick need a little kiss from the crossbar to make it over. But kicking in the NFL is one of the toughest things to do. If we pulled somebody from these stands, they'd have trouble hitting from 30. You get up into the 40s, it becomes real easy for the best in the league to sometimes miss-hit one.
One last play before the break. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling. And they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Looking for a throw here. This reeled in by Benson. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he doesn't put much height or distance on that one. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt.
You know, I'm sure Coach would prefer he not flirt with disaster on the return. No additional damage is done, however. They're fortunate to get the ball back, and everyone can breathe a little sigh of relief.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Set.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Set. 26. Out.
This is complete to Neighbors. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the 1st down.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Set.
On the ground with Swift. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Set.
Play action. It's Watson. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Reset.
Watson looking to throw. Connects with Johnson. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Reset.
Slot man motioned over. This is Swift. Down to the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
First and goal, Swift. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's second and goal from the 1.
Set. And 24.
Swift. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Giants push their lead further to start the half. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. His 3rd total score this game. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Giants drive their lead to 11. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Returning it from the 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, first and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. That throw finds Johnston. And that's good for a gain of 5. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. They give on second to Benson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Pass play on first and 10. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
To the air now on first and 10. That's taken in by Samuel. On the move, past the 40. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one hits for 30. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Let's go now. 19 tight.
They'll throw on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Another try following the sack. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable.
Okay, ready?
Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10. one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting the boost, and he busts those tackles.
And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. They give it to him again. And he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles now within 1 score in the 4th. A big spot for the Eagles now as they go for 2. He's throwing for it. And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
We're set. Hey, 24. Hey, alert, alert. Hey, 59.
Working from the gun, Watson. He throws a bullet deep to their... They did it! He made the interception! Cooper to Gene in to pick it up. And the Eagles have some new life in the 4th. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Ready up.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
70 Lions.
They'll run here on first down. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back to the well again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down, and they go right back to him. Has a big hole left. And he's finally taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Back-to-back carries here. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Working quickly here. Another carry for him. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. They don't go anywhere, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 3.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. You continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or you're now forced to put the ball in the air.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. They're headed up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead.
25. Giants 21. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
Their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Get set. 24.
Here's Swift to start the drive. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants needing 4 points. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Alert.
He's back to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
What is set? 24.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. 1st down, here's Swift. And he'll go out, no gain on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
55. 59.
Here he is to throw. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
He has the 1st over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They're set up at the 35 now.
They're set. Line 'em, go.
Running behind center with Swift. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 35-yard line.
Man in motion out of the slot.
Line 'em, go.
Setting up to pass. Rolling out to his left. He takes it himself. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10.
They're set. Line 'em, go.
Handoff running right. Here's Swift. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here.
Hey, 24.
Back to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he can't reel it in. Incomplete.
You know, as you can see here, things broke down a little bit. He tried to find a connection, but he just could not get on the same page. I'll tell you what I do like about that throw, though. He didn't risk an interception, and he put it out of bounds instead.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
31. Where's the 10? Out, go.
Now to throw. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Where's the set? Line 'em, go.
To throw. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them, and Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Returnable from the 2. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or 2 short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. One final shot here. Try and push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So here at MetLife, it's the G-Men who come away with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory.